Now baseball under the lights of Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight the opener of a 3-game series between the LA Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. Stay tuned for Cubs baseball next. Kyle Hendricks, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Next up for Los Angeles, Chris Taylor. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't, one series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. D-Row, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Yeah, Matt, we got a nice seat today to see one of the best offenses in the game do what they do best, and that's create havoc. They're one of the top teams in the game as far as slugging percentage, and it's going to be on display today. From line to line, they can beat you, driving balls over the fence, into the fence, gappers, bunch of different ways to beat you.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already. A couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Here's Corey Seager, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Row, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Dodgers down in order. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Clayton Kershaw will be on the mound for the boys in blue. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, in this day and age where we're used to seeing a lot of home runs and pitchers not going very deep in a game, how about this guy? ERA in the low 1s. That's not an easy thing to do. He can strike people out, but he can also get them out via the ground ball, the fly ball. Judging by his stats this year, he is having a ridiculously good season up to this point.
Here comes the first pitch. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. Dan, D-Row, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, coming off a 500 homestand, you would have liked to have played better in front of your home crowd. I get that. But they have a chance to right the ship right here. Get on the winning side, push forward, game 1 of this road trip. It's not going to be easy.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. Here's Javier Baez. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw. He's gone 2 for 6. He's taken him deep once. First pitch on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all four quadrants.
And it's 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. The next Cub up, Kris Bryant. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at bat. It's ball one.
This is an awesome matchup, especially at this moment in time. You got some guys that are fighting for some serious hardware, and I want to see how this shakes out.
And a hanger as he gives this one a pretty good ride out to deep center. That's out of here as it trims the bushes. Kris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 22 on the year, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a neck-high fastball that time. 2 out, nobody on. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
Hey, you could tell his eyes lit up on that ball right there. It was a little up, but it was out over the plate. Tough pitch to pull, and this guy's known for going deep pull side.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Seager will wait on it, and he will put it away to retire the side. Leading off the inning, Bellinger, and they'll need him to get something going here. First offering on its way. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball one. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first baseline. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
No balls and 1 strike. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Bellinger on at first, nobody out. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy has got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Coming to the plate now, Yasiel Puig. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Yasiel Puig goes down for out number 2 in the top half. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And another foul ball. Ready with the 2-2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Dodgers leave 1. They trail this one 1-0. Here's Addison Russell. He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw.
Addison Russell.
First delivery to him on the way. Looks at a curveball on the outside corner. And a neck-high fastball that time. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And let's focus on Corey Seager. Cal Ripken Jr., anyone? This guy looks like the spitting image of Iron Man. I think he's just scratching the surface of a Hall of Fame career. Multiple MVPs, Gold Gloves, you name it. Corey Seager is on fire.
So in now for Chicago, Wilson Contreras. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lays off 1-0.
1-0.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Bellinger has a play. 2 down. Digging in now, Mark Zagunis will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Puig is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. These two have not faced each other at the major league level.
Number 9, Yasmani Grandal.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lays off the sinker here. A ball and a strike.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Clayton Kershaw. And that's in there for strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And let's try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He's had great command of his pitches all day. I don't mind him trying to go down right there and try and get a swing and a miss, but a nice job by the hitter to lay off that one in the dirt.
Got him. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's holding down the top spot in the circuit here for the month of June. Ready for another chance? Chris Taylor flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Takes this the other way to right, and this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over. A final look at this tumbling catch out there in right field. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Ready. Here's the first offering. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. 1 out, nobody on. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Forsythe charging in on it. Throw on to first will take care of him, and Kershaw is in control now. 2 away.
Left fielder, number 8.
And that will bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Cubs are down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Digging in to try it again, Logan Forsythe. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 0-1 the count. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Russell has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Here's Corey Seager. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. We'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
First baseman number 35.
From the stretch. Way out in front. Bellinger is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat.
Yeah, this guy absolutely does not discriminate, and you could close your eyes during batting practice and know exactly who's hitting the baseball in the cage.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Line drive to left. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Row. I like to see that. A lefty that's just not always pull happy.
100%, Dan. The pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
1-1 the count. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Baez ranging to his right. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Here's Javier Baez looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now the big overhand curveball makes him swing and miss.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out. Here's Chris Bryant now. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Up top, it's 2-0.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Back goes Taylor. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. So it's a solo shot to dead center. His second home run of the game as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Anthony Rizzo.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heat.
Fouled away. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Swing and a little tapper.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Hit back up the middle. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Addison Russell. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. And now is Yasiel Puig. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And a breaking ball stays outside. Missed with a breaking ball.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo home run off the bat of Yasiel Puig. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Dodgers are within a run. It's now 2-1. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. No outs, nobody on. And he got him. Ready for another chance? Yasmani Grandal. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. This one smoked the other way. High and deep to left. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 353 sign on the ivy. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Grandal, the runner at second with 1 away. Hit out towards second. There's Baez, and there's out number 2. So stepping in, Chris Taylor, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. The 1-2. This one's down to third. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Dodgers do get a run, and it comes on the home run by Yasiel Puig. Middle of the night on the north side. It's the Cubs. Here's the young catcher. Wilson Contreras.
Catcher, Wilson Contreras.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball down near the shoe tops. Count now a ball and a strike. A 1-1. Line drive to center field. Taylor is there, and he has it for the first out.
Up next for the Cubs, right fielder, Mark Zagunis.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Mark Zagunis. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Taylor has it in his sights. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Up next for the Cubs,
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Outside and low, 3-0.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
And that's over. 3-1. Line to the right side, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kyle Hendricks. First delivery to him on the way, and that one stayed up a little high. The 1-0 delivery, and this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Almora leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Cubs strand 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Riding in once again, Logan Forsythe. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Drilled down the line, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. Strike one to start the at-bat. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in once again, Justin Turner. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Baez has it. There's one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. 1 left for LA. Our score remains 2-1. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Line drive to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's Javier Baez, as Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. There to make the play is Puig for route number 2. Chris Bryant will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First pitch on its way. Swung on and hit deep to left center. Back goes Taylor on the warning track. He makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still lead it 2-1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. And now is Yasiel Puig. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And that's in there, base hit. Throw comes back into the infield as that tying run will hold up at third with still nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Behind 0-2 now. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get some...
Big swing by Grandal, and a ball carrying well to right. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. A run in. Here's a second runner around third. He will score, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, D-Row. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
In now, Clayton Kershaw. And he'll try and get his man to third here as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Chris Taylor. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
From the stretch. Hit to short. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And the run will score from third to make this a 4-2 game.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
1-1.
And that misses 1-1. Runners on the move for second. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Almora. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Corey Seager. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Corey Seager. Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defense.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley. Dodgers out in front, 4-2. Ready for another shot now. Anthony Rizzo. No hits to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Up around the face.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
2-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Three and 0 now.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tied run to the plate.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th. Here's Addison Russell. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First delivery to him on the way. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Russell behind 0-2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
On its way is pitch number 75. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2 one more time, and it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Another full count pitch on its way. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Ready once again, Wilson Contreras. He's popped out and lined out. 0 for 2 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Rizzo, base runner at first with 1 out. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Popped him up. Bellinger takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down. Digging in to try it again, Mark Zagunis. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Taylor. And that retires the side. 1 left for the... Next up for Los Angeles, Cody Bellinger. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, half. 1 out. Settling in now, Justin Turner. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. So a new pitcher coming on now. We'll get a look at the hard-throwing right-hander Brandon Morrow. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball. 4 runs, 10 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Grounded to short. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
The right fielder, number 56.
Digging in and looking for more, Yasiel Puig. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And he fouls this one off. And opposite field as he lines this down the line and right. And that is down as that could be 2 bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
And this might be the kind of AV that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Morrow, 33 years old. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. Puig at second with 2 down. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Baez fields it cleanly, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. The next Cub up, Albert Almora. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Albert Almora.
Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
1-1.
Hard on the ground toward short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The pitcher, number 15, Brandon Morrow.
Victor Caratini will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 7, Victor Caratini.
And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fastball right over the outside corner.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Ian Happ. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Calling for it, Puig. And that retires the side. Cubs are down. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. Carl Edwards Jr. enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Leading off for the Dodgers, Kapler.
Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. The pitch. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. 0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1-2.
You know, something to keep in mind. They're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series and maybe even the whole week ahead.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first down. Austin Barnes will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. And that's up and in for ball one. A ball and a strike.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
The 1-2 pitch. Now a drive out to left center field. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with one away.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some real.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. 1-1 the count now. Takes this the other way to right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Next for the Dodgers, Corey Seager. He was a ground-out victim last time up. No balls and one strike. Strike. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Kenley Jansen, if a man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Line to the right side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. You got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make it out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
He's set, and the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Baez aboard here at first with nobody out. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And as a closer, a wild pitch is the last thing you want to do. His job was to finish this thing off, and he just made his job a lot more difficult. We'll see if he can get dialed in again here on the next pitch.
1-2 as he chases the slider. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Anthony Rizzo stands in now.
44. Anthony Rizzo.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now the 1-0. There's a sinker that misses for a ball. Hit in the air out to left field. Coming in is Peterson. But he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Here's Addison Russell. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A ball and no strikes. This year against right-handed pitching, Russell is hitting over .330. Nothing to scoff at, clearly.
Matty, great matchup right here. He's been absolutely hammering right-handed pitching all season long.
Hit hard on the ground to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. Baez rounds the corner and is headed home.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Oh, it has him looking silly here. It's 0-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
Right fielder number 20.
Coming to the plate now, Mark Segunas. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th.
Kyle Schwarber.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen. Not a big sample size. 0 for 1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed. And now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Well, folks, that's what Kenley Jansen does. When he enters the game, the hopes of the other team, they usually just leave. Slams the door again right here.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Los Angeles Dodgers used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Clayton Kershaw earns his 8th victory of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Kenley Jansen strikes out the side to record the save, his 15th of the campaign. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 5 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Cubs, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 4 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.